Hey, it's Clay, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol YRIV. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like several days worth of time, it's actually today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like to this time frame that does a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price, and then just makes mapping out levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. I will say that from after today's price movement, from a presentation standpoint, this chart is a little bit trickier to talk about because there's a lot of perspective that goes into it. What do I mean by that? Well, if you're some sort of day trader, flipper, scalper, whatever you want to call yourself, and you bought right there this morning, and or even if you bought right there and your plan was I'm going to buy and sell within 15 minutes, well then yeah, from that point of view, the chart's looking pretty rough. Now, if you care about the big picture of things, I get it. Yeah, there was a pullback from the highs, but from the grand scheme of things, the price does still have an opportunity to build a higher base. And as long as higher bases are being built over longer periods of time, that's how long-term uptrends are constructed. I am going to be talking about things from a big picture point of view. So if I sound crazy calling something bullish, my guess would be you probably had more of a day trader type perspective going into it. And the reason why I would still consider this overall chart bullish is, let's just say, and I'm not saying this is what's going to occur, but if the price were to go down to 80, behave in that manner, and then start to work its way back upwards, what would you have in this situation? Now, emphasis here on the big picture. Well, from the big picture perspective, you'd have a set of lows right there. You'd have those lows down there. If you envision each one of those as stair steps, then from the big picture, you still very clearly have stair steps progressing in the upwards direction. Now, again, I'm well aware that if you're some sort of day trader and you bought up around there, or, you bought right there on Thursday, then yeah, you definitely don't care about these stair steps. But that's why I try to offer up a warning that I would be commenting from the big picture point of view. So sure, today the price pulled back, but stop and think about that word, today, as in 1 day. When you take a step back and look at multiple days right here, you can see the price does still have that opportunity to build an overall higher base. So let's see if the bulls can get that job done or not next week. If they can, then you can turn your attention back to that dollar mark, as that remains the key overall area of resistance. So sure, the price pulled back today, but overall still consolidating higher, and we'll see if the bulls can finish up the consolidation and push forward or not next week. One of the biggest questions that I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.